you veterans for your service. We appreciate you. Let's hear one more round of applause for our veterans. None of us are free if one of us is chained, and we need to let our veterans be free. Our second speaker today is Vincent Lopez. Go Vincent! An Austin, Texas native and a patient of Becker's muscular dystrophy, Vincent Lopez began his activism through self-produced publications, such as the Grimoire Memories and Austin to Amsterdam. By 2009, Vincent combined the elements of Austin culture and political activism in the form of a quarterly publication. You may have heard of it, the Austin 420. It is now in its 6th year. In 2011, Vincent joined Texas NORML as the patient liaison and evolved that into the director of patient outreach. In 2012, at the NORML National Conference in Los Angeles, he became the first recipient of the Renee Wolf Memorial Award. By December 2013, Vincent created a patient support and empowerment group called PACT, Patient Alliance for Cannabis Therapeutics. This organization provides a safe place for medical cannabis patients to share their experiences and to empower themselves with knowledge about the manner and discipline that is required to make legislative change in Texas. Vincent has been a source, making regular appearances on the news, visiting our state capitol, empowering patients, and he received an acknowledgement of a Patient Activist of the Year at the 2014 DFW Regional Conference. In November of 2014, Vincent spoke at a Texas forum called "Is Texas Ready for Medical Marijuana?" at the Baker's Institute. Vincent will be discussing patient issues with us today. A round of applause for Vincent.
Well, how you guys doing today? Allow me this opportunity to embrace the love of my fellow brothers, sisters, and patient warrior advocates. I am here representing the thousands of Texans suffering from chronic debilitating conditions who can benefit from the responsible and medicinal use of cannabis. To be the voice for those in silence, fearful of that camera eye or microphone. I'm here because someone needed to take action for our fellow patients. Someone had to take a step from the dark cobweb confines of that cannabis closet to take a stand.
Thank you, Vincent! Thank you.
I did not choose to play this legislative game. It chose me, it chose you, it chose every one of us. We cannot ignore the illumination of enlightenment that shines brighter in our hearts the more the medicinal truth of cannabis reveals itself. A little girl from Rowlett, Texas named Alexis Bortel, I think you know who I'm talking about, is only proving that truth daily. If anyone has inspired the incredible momentum of this state, it has been this warrior princess. The testimonial this Texas girl brings back into her home state will be absolutely monumental, shaking the very ground and earth we walk on. Let us be mindful that our actions of today can and will pave the way for the realities of tomorrow. Let us be mindful of our hard-working efforts, blood, sweat, and tears, as we continue to overcome and attain a victory in each and everything we do. Let us be mindful to always carry ourselves with dignity, pride, and self-respect as our path to 2017 begins now at these very steps. There is no better moderator of our own bodies than ourselves. And if there's an answer in cannabis, then I shall not stay silent. For how I choose to alleviate the pains and symptoms of my own body is solely and completely up to me. The canons of truth are upon you when a child is incapable of having a voice or the ability of full-on expression. When seeing the number of Texans fleeing to Colorado as medical cannabis refugees. The canons of truth are upon you and the medicinal properties of cannabis can bring a child from that darkness, out of that catatonic state. Seeing the courage, bravery, and boundless levels of empowerment instilled in our fellow parent and patient warriors. The canyons of truth are upon you, and our Texas lawmakers have succumbed to the element of fear, fully inhibiting themselves from the medicinal facts. The canyons of truth are upon you when a few other Texas lawmakers have taken a stand for compassion and for what they know is right. Our Texas lawmakers cannot ascend onto the greater consciousness of their fellow Texans if they themselves are unwilling to step beyond the blinding shackles of their own ignorance, lack of comprehension, common sense, and self-induced fears. It comes down to us to educate and eliminate the fears and stereotypical perceptions that our Texas lawmakers continue to harbor. It's up to us to reform that way of thinking, to plant the seed of not just thought, but the seed of reality and responsibility. No man or law compares to the eternal confrontation seriously ill patients are having to endure. Disease is an idiocy, a prison, and the pain it causes is beyond telling or meaning. Contending with a terminal illness is a battle within itself, a monster that lives and breathes inside of you, that whispers in your ear, reminding you of your difficulty and all that you should fear, that your only purpose in life is to die. It's about facing that monster eye to eye, conquering the ultimate chess game from within. It's about becoming something greater, what you thought you never could become, and taking into heart that which does not kill us, only makes us stronger. By no means has this pill of Becker muscular dystrophy been the easiest of pills to swallow or to accept. It's the equivalency of dancing with the devil and having to claw your way back from the jaws of hell.
We're here for you.
A trial that is now demanding of me to attain the utmost of discipline, conviction, and spiritual focus. The act of incarceration can come in many forms. Nothing can stop this continual progression of Becker muscular dystrophy, for it is an act of incarceration. My muscles will continue to weaken and deteriorate. My mobility will continue to suffer. My pain will continue to intensify. The storm will only get louder, the mountain only that much more harder to climb, and the monster only that much more darker and menacing. But it's in accepting the truth of this journey where I am consciously awakened to the bigger picture at hand and to the responsibility that extends beyond my own life. The act of incarceration can come by way of disease, fear, abuse, war, and addiction to prescription medications. The act of incarceration has been going on for age upon age, since the dawn of time, since even biblical times. Why you haven't got a man of God with the Bible that wasn't put in jail for speaking out against injustice, persecution, and oppression? They charged Jesus with sedition. They said he was against Caesar. They said he was against discriminating. That he was discriminating because he told his disciples, go not the way of the Gentiles, but rather go to the lost sheep. He discriminated, don't go near the Gentiles, go to the lost sheep. Well, let me tell you, if Jesus were in America today, he wouldn't be going to the oppressor, he would be going to the oppressed.
That's right.
Be swaying from those in need, neither shall we. We shall go to the humble, we shall go to the neglected, misunderstood, the lowly, the rejected. We shall go to the tormented, despised, to the vulnerable, bullied, and exploited. We shall go to the ones consciously unaware of what it takes to stand on the front lines, the ones lost in the medicinal campus. We shall go to the ones unaware of the spiritual knowledge they embody and the true power they possess to always be strong, stay furious, and sting deadly when it comes to the liberation of truth. We shall go to the ones suffering the brunt and brutality of this ridiculous, mindless, and dangerous drug war, and free this healing herb once and for all, my people.